Hey y'all. So I am trying to put together a really quick video of something that I just thought of making for dinner tonight. I have been so out of whack and not wanting to cook. We ordered pizza last night, and my husband has been throwing stuff together the last couple of days. But today, kids have been out of the little bit of hair that I have left. Yes, I cut all of my hair off. They're out of my hair. They're upstairs watching a movie, and it's kind of like that right before the witching hour when kids start to like pop off. And I was like, let me go ahead and hit the ground running and get dinner kind of started, even though we were making cookies and like they probably forgot about it. So I'm gonna like push it out of the way and do this instead. I have really been trying to like get back into the kitchen a little more, and I took some chicken thighs out of the freezer the other day and they've been defrosting. Took them out yesterday, and I was like, whoa, what am I gonna do with these? I could always make karaage, Japanese fried chicken. Don't really want to do that. So it's kind of been dreary and rainy today, and so whenever it's like kind of cold, I am always in the mood for Ponzu. And Ponzu is this, a citrus-based, citrus-seasoned soy sauce. And let me tell you, this right here, mixed with some butter, like I can't even explain it. So I looked up a little recipe, because y'all know nothing comes from this dome, it's naturally itself. I found a quick recipe that is simple enough, and probably I could have just thrown it together and it would be just fine. But I'm gonna do ponzu and butter, chicken sauteed like chicken thighs with some other vegetable, I don't know. And also last night I saw one of my friends had challenged herself and she had made scallion pancakes. And I was like, ooh, those are always good. I've never made them myself. And on top of that, don't mind this one, I have been regrowing our own green onions. And these are, I mean, we chopped them all, used it all up, and I put the bottom half inside this old pickle jar. I don't know what kind of jar it is, but they've been growing, and this one has just been like limp. And so I was like, well, hey, this is a sign that it's probably time to start using these bad boys. So I figured that I'll take these. You can probably hear kids' feet upstairs. I figured that I would take the beautiful babies that I have regrown and make a flaky scallion pancake. So I'm gonna make it all from scratch. So I have to make the dough now because the dough has to kind of sit for at least 30 minutes. And I'm gonna do that. So here's a 3-minute intro of me talking, because you guys know I can never do anything, you know. So hey, let's make dinner. Okay, so these are all the ingredients. Don't mind the other stuff in the background. This is real life. I have in here 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You're gonna hear a lot of noise in the background because this is quarantine life. So there's 2 cups of flour in here. I'm going to get a boiling 1 cup of water. I'm loving this Aldi pasta jar that you can repurpose and use as a measuring cup. Like, what my aesthetic. So I'm gonna put a cup of boiling water in here and slowly mix it into the flour until I get like a decent dough. And then I'm gonna knead it out, cover it, and let it sit for like 30 minutes or however much. And then these are the other ingredients that I'm going to use to make the dipping sauce. And that's going to be soy sauce, it said Chinese rice wine vinegar. I got rice vinegar. I hope it's the same thing. You know, that. And then I'm gonna cut some more of my scallions to, you know, flavor up the dipping sauce. I should probably put that there, as well as some sesame oil, ginger, and sugar. So this is just like the baseline. I'll kind of show you how it looks along the way, because I have to do this one-handed. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I'm gonna get boiling water from my Keurig, my Krig, also lots of dishes. I do have this here, but as you can see, there's like not that much water, and let's just not waste it. So yeah, we're gonna wait for this to heat up, and then I'm gonna get my 1 cup of boiling water from here. Okay, because I don't have a lot of time to waste, I'm gonna go ahead and get the dipping sauce together, and also ignore my phone. Cut these bad boys up real quick. So watch me. And yes, I'm using a printed out recipe because I don't like to bring my computer everywhere with me. And I'll link the recipe that I use in the description box below. All right, Craig is heated up and about to do his thing. I just cleaned this Keurig out a few days ago. Wouldn't be surprised if there's coffee water in there, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with it. Don't have the most amount of counter space. Don't ask me why I didn't use my kitchen cart, but as you can tell, it is completely full of stuff. So I'm going to mix the boiling water into the flour and do that off camera because I don't have a handy dandy cameraman and enough space to put my tripod so that it can angle it enough that you can see what I'm doing. But I'll come back and you'll see the dough. Okay, that's a little bit of mixing it with my African wooden spoon. So now I'm gonna knead it with my hands. I got a little bit of flour on my counter, extra flour if I need to, and extra water if I need it. Next. Okay, I kneaded the dough until it was like kind of smooth. As someone who has never made this before, I would recommend that you knead it until it's not very sticky on the surface and continue to add flour to your surface and kind of roll it around so that the top of the dough is not like sticky to the touch. And now I'm gonna put some saran wrap and let it sit for about 30 minutes. And apparently you can leave it overnight if need to, but I'm gonna do it for 30 minutes or however long it takes me to finish the other half of our dinner. The dough is resting, and while that's resting, I'm gonna cut up my chicken thighs. These are some that I bought from Aldi a few weeks ago. They've been in the freezer, defrosted them overnight, and we're gonna cut them up into bite-sized pieces, put them in here, and marinate it with some garlic, sake, salt, and black pepper, and then the other ingredients, we'll use that later. Just washed the chicken, and I'm gonna cut off all of this scraggly extra fat and little off weird pieces. I'm gonna save these two. So I ended up using 4 pieces, and I'm gonna save these 2 pieces and cut them up and marinate them for karaage. That's always a safe little lunch snack for the rest of my family on another day. And now I'm gonna cut it into the bite-sized pieces. Also, if you would like one of these cutting boards, I have them available on my Etsy shop. Go search K&L Bentos, and I have just a few of these, but they're cute. Go get one. All right, so here is those initial ingredients all mixed in with the chicken, and I have about 2 tablespoons of butter. You're gonna use 3 tablespoons of ponzu and 1 tablespoon of mirin when you stir fry it all, but we're not there yet, so gonna let this sit. first one's always kind of ashy. Okay, I flipped it one more time to, you know, even out the ashy side, but like, look at that. It's looking like kind of right. So here is the end result of the scallion pancakes. I feel like I put maybe a little too much oil, so there's like still some oil residue, but like they're hot and they are crispy, kind of flaky, but they look great. So I'm gonna put these on the dining room table and cover them with some foil, and then get onto the chicken part. And we're just gonna saute the chicken until it's done. All right, the chicken is almost cooked all the way through, not quite. I melted like 2 tablespoons of butter, so I'm going to go ahead and just pour that in, which I hope is enough. And then I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of ponzu. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 tablespoon of medium, and just mix that all up. Does it look the cutest? No, but believe me, the flavor will be there. Cooking down, I tasted some of the flavor. It tastes all right. I just don't like how brown it looks. So I'm gonna add some of this negi, just because we're in a negi green onion kind of mood. Chop tomate kudasai. And then I got my tried and true, even though it is also brown, sesame seeds. Or we can add some more flavor and add some black ones as well. Okay. Not the cutest dish. Also, I just randomly found a recipe on CookPad, which I'll link below if you want to try it yourself. It originally calls for shimeji mushrooms, but I don't have any, so we just went with the chicken. I also have a salad that I had pre-made earlier yesterday, and that we'll just like finish eating that today to go along with it. So there's a little bit of vegetables in there, but I mean, it's looking like that. Is it the prettiest? No, but guess what? I tried a piece. The flavor is there. That's all that's important. And also, my family is just gonna drizzle it in Kewpie mayonnaise anyways, so as long as they eat. Thanks for joining me on this kind of haphazardly thrown together little recipe video, I guess. But if you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you would do instead. What do you think about this? And all of the links for recipes and stuff will be in the description box below. I hope you guys are staying healthy and safe during this time of quarantine. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. So bye.